Hey, it's Steve from the Old Yorkshire Geek, and I'm here on a Sunday with some live news. Just because, for no reason. Hang on. I'm chewing gum, I forgot to take it out. I'll put it here with my big pile of used chewing gum. I'm disgusted. Anyway, as I said, I've got a bit of news. I've got 3 trailers to watch and a bit of news as well. Windgrace is here saying, Sunday fun day. Well, I won't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But anyway, we've got some trailers to watch and a bit of news to report as well. And a review-ish, I suppose. Right, so we should be live on YouTube. Yes, we are. We should be live on Rumble. If it comes on. Yes, we'll have a Rumble. And we should be live on Twitch as well. As he says, yes, we are live on Twitch. Right. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. As we're live, you can throw us a super chat or super thanks in the regular comments, all that stuff. You can explore the description for links for merch, my books, I can't be bothered getting them. What else? Websites, my Patreon page, and all that stuff. So have fun exploring all that. Right, I think that's it. Is that it? Is that all I've got to say? Yeah, whatever. You can become a member. Become a member as well. Oh, hang on. There's my banners. I ain't got a members banner, have I? I don't think. No, I haven't. Oh, never mind. I thought I had a members banner. I haven't. Never mind. I'll become a member, like Windgrace. Windgrace is a member of the channel, and also Justin34. And there's some members that probably don't know that they're members. I gifted some memberships a couple of weeks ago, but they probably don't even know that they're members. But anyway, so do that. Right, let's get on with this news. First up, we're going to be looking at a 3 trailers. We've got Section 31 trailer, the Doctor Who Christmas special, and The Gorge. That's what we're going to be looking at. Right, so we'll head to the stage. Hang on. Let's go full screen. There we go. No, not on that, you silly man. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm stupid. Yeah, there we go. Right, so first up, Section 31. This looks poo. It looks bloody awful. But by the way, I've seen these trailers, so they're not reactions. But I thought I'd share them with you. But anyway, let's watch the bugger. No. Is this the first reaction? No, I've seen them. And this Section 31 looks terrible. But anyway, off we go. What happened then?
Hoping for a word with you.
Aren't they all dead? Apart from 2 of them.
What are you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action on a galactic scale.
What a cute idea. The only way this works is if I know exactly what I'm dealing with.
We're facing a threat unlike anything Starfleet's ever seen.
Billions of lives are at stake. Gather your people. We're gonna need every one of them.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work.
It's just a place for people to bend the rules.
Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
Whatever you believed your mission was, it's worse than you thought.
How do we stop it?
We work together and don't get dead. I'll try my hardest.
You ready? Let's get messy.
You don't answer her questions directly, she will punch you in your face.
What?
You said that she was gonna be doing the face punching!
I lied.
You have no idea what you've started.
Bloody awful. I hate it.
2, 1.
We survive together.
looks terrible, doesn't it? It looks absolutely terrible. Aside from like, a couple of cosmetic things, you know, like the sound effect of the photon torpedo, you know, like is it supposed to be a Romulan or a Vulcan with emotion? I don't know, but somebody with pointy ears. Maybe is it Rigelians that are related? Have we ever seen a Rigelian that are supposedly related to Vulcans? I don't know. Williams says, way better trailer than the first one, at least. Not particularly. Probably means you'll love it. No, I don't think I'll love it. I don't think. If I could think that it's not supposed to be Star Trek, maybe it'll be an entertaining adventure. But otherwise, it's not Star Trek. So just stop calling it Star Trek. And Michelle Yeoh is terrible as Empress Georgiou. She was fine as Captain Georgiou, but she's rubbish as a bad person. She's supposed to be like a bad guy, and she's supposed to be an anti-hero, I suppose. And she's just bad at it. And the rest of the cast don't look any better. It looks awful. But at least it's only a film, and it's not a series. But anyway. But they have the black and white race from you. Are they all dead apart from them two? Or is there another? Have they got a colony somewhere else? I don't know. It looks crap. Looks absolute garbage. But anyway, not long to go. January 24th, 2025. And as I said, at least it's only a film, and it'll be a one and done, fingers crossed, and they won't do any more. Because it won't get any views on Paramount Plus. No, not many. Hopefully. So there we go. Anyway, so that's Section 31. Looks bloody awful. Let's go back in. Look, I mean, because let's just... Oh, stop playing. I didn't press play. I just want to skip through it. This space station. What the hell's going on with this space station? They keep doing these huge, massive, ornate, weird-looking space stations in modern Star Trek, instead of just doing how they looked in TNG and, you know, the original series. They keep doing these weird bloody designs just because they can. And it does me head in. It does me head in. Yes, there we go. I can't remember the name of the race. But it was from in the episode, the original series episode, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. Which I didn't like that episode anyway. But, yeah. Terrible. Anyway, and aren't they all dead apart from them two that were chasing each other? Or one were chasing the other. They took them back to the home world, and everybody were dead, weren't they? So, unless they have another colony somewhere, you never know. They might, because they were a spacefaring race, weren't they? So maybe they did have a colony. Who knows? And what's going on here? I want to find this. Is he a Vulcan or a Romulan? I probably won't find him. I'm just going through the. It's not bloody showing him, is it? Did he? Where are you? Without him there. No. Oh, there he is. There he is. I'm guessing because he's laughing. I'm guessing is either a Romulan or is a cyborg-like Vulcan. Don't know. But it's got like teeny tiny ears. But I'm guessing he's a Romulan. But I don't bloody know. You never know with them, do you? You never know with them. But it looks crap. It does. And she's hamming it up and having a whale of a time, bless her. There's Rachel Garrett in the background. Starfleet's here so you don't commit murder. Sullying the good captain's name. Oh, there's the gang, look. Who's this fella? God knows. Is that Rachel Garrett there? Don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a long film. But it doesn't look like Star Trek whatsoever. It's just a generic sci-fi action adventure with, you know, a Star Trek name slapped on it. And it looks crap. So, right. So, there we go. That's my review of that trailer. Do not subscribe to Paramount Plus just to watch it. Pirate the bugger. I don't care. Right. Shush. Next up, the Doctor Who Christmas special. Will this be any better? Actually, this trailer is better than the Section 31 one. I think it is. Anyway, here we go. So let's have a look at the Doctor Who Christmas special trailer. Joy to the World, written by Stephen Moffat. Right, off we go.
Is this Christmas?
Yes, we're doing a special Christmas everywhere all at once.
Maybe with Michelle Yeoh in it, everywhere, all up, and what were it? Everything, everywhere, all. I can't remember the name of the film. I didn't even see that film because it's got Short Round in it, and I don't like him. The actor puts me off.
Ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte.
Who are you?
Wrong room. We are on a top secret mission.
What?
Who are you then?
Joy.
Don't name Joy. How do I get
Is
to
it
be
Polar
you?
Express?
Who are you?
You'll find out. What do I do? Where do I go? We'll find out.
Where do we
Oh,
go?
You see, you have to be mysterious all the time. That's why everyone leaves you. That is why you were always alone.
Promises to keep.
We can do this.
What's the biggest mystery in the known universe?
I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it, to be completely honest? I don't think it does. I just don't like him as the Doctor. But maybe he'll be good in this. Who knows? But what's going to happen to what's-her-face? Ruby Sunday. We saw a quick glimpse of her, but it's not going to be her in this for the most part, is it? It seems. It's this new companion, or Christmas special companion. Joy, obviously. Joy to the world and all that. What's she named after? Wingrace asks, can you explain to us Americans what a toasty is? Is it just a grilled? Essentially, yes. It's just a grilled cheese sandwich, yes. Some cheese or ham or whatever you want to put in it, in toast. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is. She left at the end of season 1. Oh, right. Oh, that's I didn't see it, so I don't know. I only saw one episode of season 1. Or season 15, or whatever the hell it's called, or 14, I don't know. And that was the one there, the Doctor was barely in it, and it wasn't too bad, to be honest. 73 yards, or whatever they called it. I didn't see any of the others, because it just did me head in. But yeah, this doesn't look, objectionable for the most part. I'm sure she'll be fine. The Joy, I don't know who plays her. But I'm sure she'll be a fine companion. But I can't do his act. I can't. Why don't you just use his own accent? He's got like a Scottish accent, hasn't he? Because we were raised in Scotland. Or shooty. So why don't you just do that instead of this weird, I don't know, mixture? I mean, at least David Tennant could do a good, Southern English accent. Allons-y and all that. And his natural accent's Scottish, so why can't Shooty get her? Anyway, but that's for the Americans, isn't it? This holiday season. We don't say that. We say this Christmas. We don't call Christmas the holiday season. We don't. We just call it Christmas. But that's the Disney Plus trailer, isn't it? This holiday season. Hey dear. Yeah, then they're on the Polar Express, aren't they, by the looks of it? Wonder if Tom Hanks will show up. Wonder if they've all got the dead-eyed thing. Is his hair painted on? It doesn't look real, does it? It's probably a CG hair. It costs about $1 million per episode to paint on. Anyway. But obviously, there she is. There's Ruby Sunday. But obviously some shenanigans where there's 2 doctors in it, isn't there? The same ones. And one seems to be from the future because he's not giving away. He keeps saying, you'll find out. So obviously knows something that's going to happen, I suppose. But anyway. But I'm sure with Stephen Moffat it'll be all timey-wimey and all that stuff. But, yeah. whatever. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I tried watching last year's Christmas special. I lasted like 10 minutes or something like that, and I had to turn it off because I could feel the anger rising in me. It was doing my head in. Not because of the Doctor, oddly enough. It was because of Ruby Sunday. She was just annoying the hell out of me. But anyway. So there we go. That looks okay. I will give it a whirl. And we'll see how long I last this year. Moving on. We'll get through these thick and fast. I've pressed the wrong button. Again. Right, The Gorge next. This is a film that's going to be on Apple TV. So I won't be able to watch it because I don't subscribe to Apple. But I think the trailer looks interesting. So we'll watch that. The Gorge. Stars Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller. I nearly forgot his name then. And it's an interesting premise. So we'll watch this trailer. Are we at the beginning? Yes. Oh, it's the pre-trailer trailer.
The Gorge. Trailer starts now. This holiday season.
I have new orders that require me to go dark for at least a year, maybe more.
Do you think she's Gal?
A special assignment.
Black
in a
Widow.
disguised location.
Or her sister?
As an elite sniper, are you presently under any private or military contract?
No. There's not a lot of reasons for me right now.
What if I gave you...
Sigourney!
There she is. West Tower observation post. You're home for the next 365 days. There is no outside communication here.
What's that on the other side?
That is East Tower. Contact with the other side is strictly forbidden.
So what's the mission? To keep people from going in the gorge?
No. You need to stop what's in the gorge from coming out.
What the hell is that?
The gorge is the door to hell.
Did he throw a grenade in there? So he just angered whatever in the gorge. Oh, I directed by... I forgot his bloody name. Thing that did them. Scott Derrickson. My son will want to see this because it's got Anya Taylor-Joy in it and he likes her. Don't play her at chess. She's a champion at it.
What's the truth about the gorge?
Girl boss to the rescue. The Gorge. It's the Cheddar Gorge.
This place is evil.
I'm sure she's fine. That looks okay. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that. I might have to subscribe to Apple TV. I think you can you do it through Amazon now? Maybe you can. I don't know if you can or not. But that looks interesting. What's in the gorge? Is it a gateway to hell, or is there monsters in it? Well, it seems to be, doesn't there? But yeah, it looks interesting. I hope it's not like, I don't know how long the film will be. I assume it'll be like hour and 3/4 ish, I imagine, and it'll be like 90 minutes of them looking at each other from across the gorge and 15 minutes in the gorge. I bet it is. But anyway. But it looks interesting anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. And I don't know when it said it was coming out. Did it say? February. Valentine's Day. Right, so it's a love story then. It must be a love story. They'll fall in love, won't they? Oh, God. It can't be that. It's only a PG-13 either. So intense sequences of violence and action. It can't be that intense, can they? PG-13. Brief, strong language. Well, they're allowed one F-bomb, aren't they? Some suggestive material. And thematic elements. Thematic. It's a bit vague, isn't it? But anyway, that's what it says. Right, so there we go. So that's the Gorge. As I said, it's probably about the Cheddar Gorge, which is down south in the UK, in England. Is it Devon, Somerset, somewhere like that, isn't it? I've never been. Right, that's the trailers. Right, we're on to news now. So, bloody hell. There we go. News next. Right, Star Wars news. Not that much news, to be honest. So I'll probably not be here very long. Where am I? There we go, at the stage. Is it going to come on? There we go. Took its time, didn't it? Make sure everything's still okay. Make sure we ain't got a copyright strike for playing them bloody trailers. No, I haven't. It's fine. 'Tis fine, he says. Right, okay, here we are. Screen Rant. We got some stuff brewing. We got some stuff. Great grammar there, Hayden. Hayden Christensen drops an exciting hint about his Star Wars future. There he is with Obi-Wan. Says Liz Declan. In an absolutely thrilling update. Do you think Liz Declan's a Hayden Christensen fan? She probably is. In an absolutely thrilling update, Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader actor Hayden Christensen. I mean, he was like Vader at the very end of Revenge of the Sith, wasn't it? And then, yeah, they did stick him in the suit, didn't they, for Obi-Wan Kenobi? Anyway. Hayden Christensen has suggested that Star Wars has something in the works that will see Christensen and Obi-Wan Kenobi actor Ewan McGregor returning to Star Wars movies and TV shows. I think you might be clutching at straws, but we'll see. Star Wars is famously good at keeping secrets. It didn't used to be. And veteran Star Wars actors are skilled at subtle references to upcoming projects or in completely concealing an upcoming show or movie they are involved in. Do you mean in which they are involved? Christensen is clearly no exception, as his comments about a potential Anakin and Obi-Wan reunion are perfectly vague. But you still find it thrilling. And what else? And other stuff. And it's vague, but you think the returning to Star Wars movies and TV. Yeah, it's vague, but exciting nevertheless. A post shared by Crabtree_Cody on X, formerly Twitter, indicates that Hayden Christensen has alluded to a possible upcoming Star Wars project including Christensen and Ewan McGregor. Evidently, Christensen has indicated that there is some stuff brewing that could see Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi together again in Star Wars. And here is the X-post, whatever they're calling them these days. Hayden Christensen is so kind. Dude chopped it up with everyone for a hot minute. I have no idea what that means. Told him that Ewan and him needed to get together as Anakin and Obi-Wan. For Christ, this is where we're getting this scoop, is it? Anakin and Obi-Wan before it's too late. At least they spelled it right. They got that right. Hayden stated, "We got some stuff brewing." Is that a direct? Is that verbatim? You never know with this fella or girl, or no, it's a fella. Then it matter looks. Right, while Christensen's comments give Star Wars fans very little to go off, I'm guessing Liz Declan, maybe American, because that's a very American thing, isn't it? Go off of. They come on the heels of a number of subtle references to a possible Obi-Wan and Anakin or Anakin project in the works, including McGregor's recent statement that there's plenty of story left to tell following Obi-Wan Kenobi. Christensen's comment about some stuff brewing is far from confirmation, do you reckon, Liz, that a movie or show... Sorry, I'm getting dry now. That a movie or show with Obi-Wan and Anakin is in the works, but there's a pretty good chance something may be coming. It would be incredibly odd for Christensen to make such a statement if he wasn't in talks with Star Wars, and this is undoubtedly as much as he would be able to say. It could be anything. It could be anything. This is also much more... He could be doing an audio book for all we know. This is also much more than Star Wars has revealed in the past, including with Ewan McGregor entirely hiding his return in Obi-Wan Kenobi, even when directly asked. There are a number of upcoming Star Wars movies at varying levels of production. No, there ain't. But very few upcoming Star Wars shows are currently confirmed, with Skeleton Crew already releasing episodes, and it's okay. Andor Season 2, which hopefully will be good, and Ahsoka Season 2 are the only shows Star Wars has confirmed are coming. It seems most likely that an Obi-Wan and Anakin reunion would happen in a show, although even that can't be said for certain. I mean, my bet's on Ahsoka Season 2, another flashback for Ahsoka Season 2, because they had a big flashback in Season 1, didn't they? So it could be that. With Star Wars Celebration just around the corner in April 2025, this is the perfect time for Star Wars to announce myriad upcoming projects, including one that could bring Obi-Wan and Anakin back together. The most obvious choice would be Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2, which would also hark back to McGregor's recent comments that Season 2 would require Obi-Wan to be de-aged, allowing Christensen and McGregor to really get back together again. Why do they want him to be de-aged? It's supposed to be, for Season 2 and carry it, shouldn't he, be a bit older? Or maybe it's just McGregor's vanity kicking in. McGregor's references to the Clone Wars era may even mean a flashback sequence or full story that could include young Ahsoka. I think that's more likely. Ahsoka Season 2, that's what I think probably means. Here's Ewan's full answer about Obi-Wan Kenobi Season. I think we've seen that a while ago, that one. Yeah, October. I couldn't be more excited about Christensen's comments, as vague as they are. Easily excited, Liz. There has been plenty of discourse in recent years regarding Star Wars needing to move on from the Skywalkers and from the prequel trilogy characters, but Star Wars has already proven its willingness to incorporate brand new stories, including with its current show, Skeleton Crew. Progress and new ideas in the franchise don't have to mean entirely dropping Anakin and Obi-Wan, though. The fact also remains that Anakin and Obi-Wan are a massive draw for Star Wars fans as the franchise tries to navigate a very divided fan base and continued backlash it has experienced in recent years. Bringing back some of the most beloved characters and actors wouldn't be a bad idea. Unfortunately, some of that backlash were aimed at the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which were terrible. In hindsight, I didn't mind it at the time, to be honest. Early on, but as the series went on, it kind of got more hilarious. Anyway, although it could be a while before Star Wars makes any official announcement, it seems Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi could be returning to the franchise once more. There we go. So we got some stuff brewing. What was his exact quote? There we go. We got some stuff brewing. It could mean anything, couldn't it? It could mean anything. But my bets, if it does mean they're coming back to the franchise, Ahsoka Season 2 flashback. That's what I'm putting my money on. Mid-2025, obviously. I'm kidding. So there we go. So maybe they'll come back. Maybe they won't. I don't know. And I don't really care, to be honest. Who gives the monkeys? At this point. Right, moving on. By the way, links for all the articles are in the description and the trailers. Right, next up. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah. I've just realised we've got another teaser trailer. We'll save that for next. Next one up is a review of a new sci-fi film that's on Netflix, which I've just watched today, thanks to this article. Here it is. From Giant Freaking Robot, Jonathan Klotz, Megan Fox delivers a great performance in Netflix's new sci-fi thriller. So you think, this is a good review, but I only give it 2 stars out of 5. But anyway, it's from the film Subservience. There's Megan Fox. About to seduce somebody in the film. I've watched it today, and it's actually pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. Not as good as Megan. It's a similar thing to Megan, but a bit more sexy. Well, a lot more sexy. Because obviously Megan's about a child killer doll, whereas this one's about a doll robot, whereas this one's about an adult killer robot. But anyway. Right, so we'll read this. We'll read this review from Jonathan Klotz. If you were randomly scrolling through any streaming service while blindfolded and push play after scrolling for 30 seconds, there's a good chance you've just pressed play on a movie about a helpful AI that goes bad. I say it's an old trope, isn't it? Going all the way back to Demon Seed back in the day, and maybe even Metropolis back in the 1920s. With hundreds of movies out there following this basic plot, Netflix's latest streaming hit, Subservience, is it a hit, struggles to stand out. So you're saying it's a hit, but you're saying it struggles to stand out. What? Make your mind up, Jonathan. It does, thanks to the performance of Megan Fox. Yes, she's very good in it, and she looks the part as well. That's right, I just praised Megan Fox for her acting. Fox re-teamed with the director of the surprisingly good thriller Till Death for the film. S.K. Dale was the fellow that directed it. And I mean this as a compliment, but she plays a tremendous, emotionless robot. Yes, she does. I think it's the best thing that I've seen her in since Jennifer's Body, which I really like, that film, Jennifer's Body. I still think it's her best role. From the moment you hit play on Subservience, you know where it's going, and the first half has no twists on the classic formula we've grown to expect. Well, none of it has. It's pretty predictable, to be completely honest, but it's enjoyable. With a really low budget. I'll check the budget, because that Netflix sometimes throws silly money at films and stuff. This only had a budget of €4 million. It was filmed in Bulgaria. A budget of €4 million. I don't know what that is. I think that's roughly the same amount of American dollars, isn't it? Ish, I think. So it didn't have a big budget, and I think they did well with what they had. Michel Moroni was a fella from the Netflix erotic thriller 365 series. I've not seen it. Is Nick, a husband and father, trying to keep the family together while his wife Maggie, played by Madeleine Zima, to be honest, I thought it was Saoirse Ronan, honestly did. And at first I thought Nick, there he is. I thought it was Oscar Isaac at first, and that's Maggie, Madeleine Zima. I thought she was Saoirse Ronan. Played Madeleine Zima, who played Grace, the youngest Sheffield on The Nanny. I don't know. Is that The Nanny with what's her face? I forgot her name now. That is gorgeous to look at, but then she opens her mouth. The New York actress. She's the head of SAG, isn't she, or whatever? But I don't know. In case you need to feel old today, is in the hospital for heart surgery. Fox plays Alice, an advanced sim who have got positronic brains. Win Grace. It says it right at the beginning. There's like a showcase of them, like a tech fair. And it's described saying they've got positronic brains. So they're obviously, Nooney and Singh developed these Sims. And they call them Sparks. That's the nickname that they give them. Oh, you've got a spark in your house, have you? Advanced Sim, the new android taking over the workforce as a nanny/housemaid to help while the family recovers. And by the way, it's the little girl of the family. They've got 2 kids, a girl whose name I can't remember, and the boy called Max, whose name I do remember, because my friend's son's called Max. So there we go. Fran Drescher, yes, that's it, Fran Drescher, yes. Professor Moriarty, from TNG, what are you on about? And Coulson from SG1. What are you mentioning them for? I have no idea. But yes, I meant Fran Drescher, yes. Are they in The Nanny as well? I don't know, but I've not seen it. I don't know if it's ever played over here. I'm sure it's available somewhere. What was I saying? Oh, those are the cast of The Nanny, right, okay. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. The kids, yes. They've got 2 kids. A girl of about, I think she's supposed to be about 6-ish, 6 or 7, something like that. And a baby boy. Max is the baby boy. And it's the girl that picks, the sim. She picks Alice and names her because she's reading Alice in Wonderland. So she calls her Alice. And she picks her. She can we buy her, Dad? They must be cheap. Apparently, it costs the same because they're starting to use these robots, droids, whatever you want to call them, in the workplace. And Nick, they're not a rich family, it seems. But it's like a foreman on a building site. They're building like a tower block, and then just suddenly they replace the entire workforce apart from Nick. They need a foreman. So the insurance says we need a flesh and blood foreman to supervise the Sims. So they just sack everybody else, all the other workmen, and replace them with Sims. And I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what my point was. What was it now? I can't remember what I'm going to say now. I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, I was saying they're not a rich family. That's what I was saying, wasn't it? So he's like just a foreman on a building site. So they're not rich. I don't know what she does. She did, I don't know, biology or something. She's at uni. I don't know what her job is. Maybe she hasn't got one. I don't know. But she's ill. She has a heart attack at the beginning of the film. There's Maggie, and I thought, she dies. She must die, and then he's looking for somebody to help him with the kids. But she doesn't. She's in hospital. That's what I was saying. Yes, that's what I'm going to say. Yes, because one of these Sims costs the same as employing 5 human labourers workforce. So it's cheaper for them. So there we go. Right. I forgot what I want now. If you've guessed that Alice slowly becomes more and more sinister, congratulations, you've seen at least one other movie before. In this case, she's trying to replace Maggie. But it's his own fault. It turns out, spoilers, it's Nick's fault that this happens because he has essentially reprogramming herself because she's never seen Casablanca. She obviously knows about Casablanca because he's watching it. It says, the best film ever made. That's debatable, isn't it? And she says, and she goes, it's Casablanca. And then she's connected to the internet, by the way. So she obviously just knows of it, so she can access information about the film. And he says, have you seen it? And she says, does it matter? And then he says, okay, just sit down and watch it with me. And it says, I want you to delete all the files that you have about this film. And so she says, well, to do that, you'll have to reset me. So she tells him what to do. So she essentially resets her and allows her to reprogram herself. So that's why she turns bad. Right. If the movie had stuck with the sequence of accidents around the house, but they didn't have a sequence of accidents around the house. They didn't. Well, there is, but it's nothing to do with Alice. But anyway, it could have been more interesting, but instead, Subservience tries to do a little too much. There's a subplot about Nick's business dealing with upset workers over the introduction of Sims. No, there isn't. Business dealing. Don't do any business dealing with his best friend Monty is one of the ones that gets sacked, so obviously they're not very happy with these Sims. And there's a scene where they break in. Nick's trying to stop them, saying stop doing this. They break in and basically they destroy a shipping container full of these sim workforce. So that's what happens there. But spoilers, I'm spoiling it, sod it. Monty gets caught. The police arrest him, taking him for questioning. And he thinks Nick's, grassed him up. So they have a falling out. And then Alice intervenes in the falling out. Right. Upset workers. A genuinely bizarre scene with Alice seducing Nick using Maggie's voice. It's not bizarre at all. It's that scene. Where is it? It's that scene. She's wearing. Earlier on in the film, Nick had given her some of Alice Maggie's clothes because something happened with her clothes. I can't actually remember what. She got damaged, and he says, "Here's some of Maggie's clothes." And then later on, she's wearing one of Maggie's dressing gowns, and she says the baby Max, it comforts him because she's looking after the kids, is Alice, and she says wearing Maggie's clothes comforts Max because he obviously can smell his mother. So he tells her to take it off, so she takes it off, revealing her curvaceous figure, and then she seduces him essentially. Because she wants to please him. That's what she wants. And she wants his blood pressure to go down and stuff like that, because he's obviously stressed, so she's trying to de-stress him. So it's not bizarre at all. It's actually a decent scene, to be completely honest. And she blindfolds Nick and then uses Maggie's voice to seduce him, because she's trying to make him feel better. Anyway, and a wild tease for more potential movies that undercuts all the tense moments of a super strong robotic killer loose inside the couple's house. No, it don't undercut it. It kind of leaves you on a "I knew that were going to happen" thing. It does. Actually, before, because there's a part of it where I'm like, oh right, that's going to happen, and then it doesn't. Not quite how you expected it, or how I expected it. But then it goes back to it at the end for the final scene, and it does that what I thought were going to happen. Remember, they're connected to the internet. Right. So anyway, though it's Megan Fox playing the evil AI, Michelle Marone, or Marone, don't know how to pronounce it. Delivers the most lifeless performance in Subservience. To be completely honest, yes, I agree. It's not the best. Pardon me. Oddly, it sort of works because Nick isn't supposed to be a great guy. I don't know. It's a guy that's doing his best. He's supposed to be a great guy. His wife's ill in hospital. He's struggling with his kids and work. So that's why they get the nanny. Robot. So he's not supposed to be a bad guy. He didn't grass his best friend up, or at least I don't think he did. He doesn't actually tell us whether he did or not, but I don't think he says he didn't. So he's supposed to be a decent guy. Anyway, I forgot what I want now. Isn't supposed to be a great guy. At least, I don't think he is. He's a normal fella. He's a normal guy. With multiple erotic thrillers under his belt, Maroney is becoming the Netflix equivalent of Michael Douglas. And when he shows up in anything, he's playing a scumbag. If you say so, Jonathan. With a different male lead and a tighter focus on... I thought it was Oscar Isaac, honestly did at first. With a different male lead and a tighter focus on the parts of the movie that truly work, Subservience could have been a future cult hit. But I think it will become a cult hit. I think it'll be one of these... I know it's on Netflix, but I think it'll be one of these that does quite well on Netflix and gets a lot of views and stuff. I think it'll be a sleeper, or one that's constantly getting watched. Probably because of Megan Fox, to be completely honest, but anyway. But as it stands, it's a decent streaming movie for when there's nothing else left to watch. On Rotten Tomatoes, the critics haven't been kind. Out of 30 reviews at the time of this writing, it's a 50% rotten, and the fan rating from over 250 views isn't much better at 53%. I think that's a bit unfair. I quite enjoyed it. It's not the best film ever made, but I did quite enjoy it. I watched it all the way through anyway, so that's a good sign. You know what I'm like. If something doesn't grab me, straight away, I'm out of there. Anyway, and yet it's also the #1 movie on Netflix in the United States in its debut weekend on the service. There you go. Because I think it's Megan Fox's star appeal, because she's still kind of a star or whatever. If Subservience was an HBO release in 1994, it would be a hit. Unfortunately, it's 2024, and outside of a few legitimately creepy moments, all thanks to Megan Fox deciding to absolutely go for it as a killer robot, it's completely forgettable today. There you go, 2 stars. If you really want to see another evil AI movie before Megan 2.0 comes out, you could do worse, I suppose that's supposed to say. If nothing else, Fox seems to be embracing her new career arc as a streaming movie villain. She's willing to take some risks, but maybe next time she'll have a more exciting script. I say it's not the best, but I'd have given it, 3.5 out of 5, because I thought it was quite good. I quite enjoyed it. This scene is quite good, by the way. Spoilers again. She's trying to kill the baby. She's trying to kill Max because he's a burden. That's how she sees it. And they're trying to get into the bathroom. She's trying to drown him in the bath. So she's left him in the bath, filling it up, and they're trying to get into the bathroom. So she's just holding the door shut with one hand. It's a good film. I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. And I recommend it. And she looks like she's made out of plastic anyway, but she's still kind of hot. And I don't know, there's something about... I don't know, it's little looks and stuff like that and little smiles that she gives in the film that are creepy, but it is worth a look, because it's on Netflix, and pretty much everybody's got Netflix, haven't they? So give it a watch. Yes, 2 TOYGs up. Oh, hang on, where have I put them? Where are they? There we go, 2 of them. Well, no, 3.5, I'd say. I can't do a half. Anyway, right. So yes, give Subservience a whirl. It's not as good as Megan, because Megan was my favourite film of 2023. Megan came out, I think it wasn't it. That was my favourite film of that year. But this isn't my favourite film of 2024, not by a long way. I don't actually know what my favourite film of this year is. I'd have to think about it. I don't know. What films have come out this year? I honestly can't think of what's come out this year. I think it's been not a great year for films. Did June Part 2 come out this year, or was that last year? No, not Rebel Moon, no. That's Sci-Fi Quest's favourite film. He loves it. He must do, because he watched the super duper extended versions as well, didn't he? So I didn't even watch them. I hadn't even got around to watching them yet. And I didn't mind Rebel Moon, to be completely honest. I can't think of any other films that have come out this year that I'd really, really liked. There must be something. There must be something I've watched and thought, ooh, that were really good. And I can't think of anything. Anyway, we'll move on. What's next? Here we go. 28 years later, we're talking about now. Moving to horror. Yes, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, I enjoyed that. Yes, that were good. Yeah, that's probably the best film of the year for me, to be completely honest. Because I really enjoyed that film. It were a jolly wheeze. Right, anyway, moving on. The Hollywood Reporter James Hibbard says, Cryptic, 28 years later, teaser video released by Sony Pictures. A very brief and mysterious teaser video for the long-awaited zombie apocalypse film. They're not zombies, they're infected with the rage virus, but never mind. Has been released. You know what? I wasn't a huge fan of the original 28 Days Later. I thought the first half of it, I thought were really good. But the second half, whether in that like compound with the military and that, I wasn't a big fan of that part of the film, but anyway. But the first part, I thought were really good. And I thought 28 Weeks Later were a much better film, in my opinion, than 28 Days Later, but anyway. Right, Sony Pictures has released its first teaser for 28 Years Later, director Danny Boyle's long-awaited zombie apocalypse sequel. Oh, he directed it as well. Oh, right. He didn't direct the second one, did he? It was somebody else. The footage is largely black with Morse code audio, like and flashes of an island connected by a long land bridge, as well as statue-like figures, crucified zombies, infected, red skulls, I'm guessing not the Red Skull from Marvel, and red contamination symbols. The studio is being extra cryptic with the release, taking the unusual step of putting no movie title or description on the YouTube video, but it was also tweeted from the official 28 Years Later account on X. So that's a bit of a clue, isn't it? We've got a thing there, look. Internet sleuths have said the island appears to be Lindisfarne in Northumberland, which would seem... a popular folk rock group took their name, didn't they, from Lindisfarne, which would seem to be a smart place to take refuge during a zombie outbreak. The official description, not zombies, the official description, sometime after the events of 28 weeks later, well, that kind of tells us that it's, whatever. The rage virus has returned and a group of survivors must survive, obviously, in a world ravaged by hordes of the infected. Right, so let's have a look. I'm guessing it won't be very long. Oh. Is that it? Hang on, let's go back again. Because I didn't play it. Oh, right. Very good. Right, okay, Cryptic, yes. I don't know Morse code. I know SOS, that's about it. Oh, and, what is it? V for victory is ... dash dash dash. Or ... dash dash. Or is it ... dash is V, isn't it? I don't remember that from the Longest Day. Because Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, his V Symphony is ... Is that just a weird coincidence? But anyway, here's a closer look at the island in the video. There we go. Is it Lindisfarne? I have no idea. I don't know what Lindisfarne looks like. I've never been. But there's the land bridge. Causeway, I imagine it is. Maybe it's that island off The Woman in Black. Maybe Eel Marsh House is on there. But probably not. 28 Cloverfields later. Yes, I'm sure that's coming soon as well. In the film, Cillian Murphy reprises his role as a survivor from the 2002 original 28 Days Later and stars alongside Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Craven himself, I watched the first 8 minutes of that because it was on YouTube. It probably still is. And I thought that looked pretty good, to be honest. I quite enjoyed that first 8 minutes of Craven the Hunter with Aaron Taylor-Johnson. No relation to me, I don't think. Jodie Comer, who's amazing, from Killing Eve. That's Jodie Comer. She's Rey's mother in one of the Star Wars films. I can't remember which one she was in. It showed us. It was probably the last one. Rise of Palpatine, probably that one. I don't know. But yes, she played Rey's mother. Rey Fiennes, M himself, and Voldemort. Jack O'Connell, dunno. Erin Kellyman. Oh, she's Freckle Jesus, isn't she? That's Erin Kellyman. And Edvin Riding. I've no idea who he is, but he's got a cool name. Edvin Riding. Sounds like somebody from Game of Thrones, doesn't it? Does. Game of Thrones character, Edvin Riding. Particularly with the Y in the Riding. Original writer Alex Garland has also returned to pen the script along with Boyle. The film was reportedly shot back-to-back with yet another sequel, 28 Years Later Part 2, The Bone Temple. This is Part 1 then, isn't it? I'm getting sick of Part 1s and Part 2s. The project is directed... so he's not directing it, it's Danny Boyle. The project is directed by Nia DaCosta. That name, that rings a bell. Have I ever heard Nia DaCosta from? Don't know. Written by Boyle and Garland, and also starring Murphy. Or does that mean the second one's directed by Nia DaCosta? I don't know. I don't bloody know. 28 years later, it will be released on June 20th. So that's something to look forward to. Oh, pardon me. Let's have a look at Lindisfarne on Google Maps. Maps. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Zoom out from our house. Go away. Right. Up here somewhere. Where are you? Now then, where is Lindisfarne? Is that it? Farne Islands. Yes, it must be one of these. Must be one of these. I don't know, to be honest. Did it? Which one is it? Which one's Lindisfarne? I don't know. There's lots of Farne Islands, and I'm guessing Lindisfarne is one of them. And it's not telling me on Google Maps. So I'll just type in Lindisfarne. That'll bloody show us, won't it? Lindisfarne. Right. Take me there. Oh, there we go. Holy Island. I think in myth and legend, Lindisfarne may have been Avalon that King Arthur went to. That's what they're saying. Oh, no, it's not in the Farne Islands. Oh, it's near them. It's not Lindisfarne, that thing, because it looks nothing like... I don't think... No, it looks nothing like the real life Lindisfarne. So there we go. Right, that's that theory quashed. She did Marvels. Oh, is that what I've heard? Right, yes. And the new Candyman. I've not seen that. Another film that people rave about, Candyman, with the late great Tony Todd. I wasn't a big fan of, but anyway. Him and his bees. I didn't see the Marvels either. But anyway. Right, I knew the name rung a bell though. Right, moving on. I think we've got one more story, I think. Or was that the last one? I can't remember. No, Harry Potter, with Harry Potter in next. Multiple actors. Hang on, let's get it on. It's from MSN, but it's a MSN copy of a CBR article. There we go. Multiple actors eyed for key roles in the Harry Potter TV reboot, including Mark Strong, he's getting everywhere, isn't he? And Sharon Horgan, who I don't know. Story by Monica Coleman. Right, one of the hottest projects in Hollywood right now is the Harry Potter TV reboot. Because I like the Marvels, honestly. It wasn't great, but I like the power swap gimmick. And to be continued. Just wait a minute and see if he's got something else to say to us. He's leaving us on tenterhooks. His Windgrace. I'm sure he'll get round to it. I will continue this article. Although fans are still wary of the reboot, which happened earlier than anyone would have anticipated, Harry Potter is still one of Warner Brothers... Oh, he's leaving the cliffhanger for the next stream. Dun, dun, dun. To be continued. Because it's part one, innit? I just said I don't like doing the part one and part two films. He's got bloody part one and part two posts. Chats, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, back to Harry Potter. Harry Potter is still one of Warner Brothers' most profitable titles, and the interest in seeing the new take is through the roof, he says. And I kind of like Ms. Marvel's actor. I liked Ms. Marvel, the series. I thought it was pretty good, that. I've forgotten the name, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I think she's very personable, isn't she? She's a very likeable character. And actress. But I'll have to give it a go. It'll be on Disney Plus now, won't it? I will have to try and watch it. And actually, I think I've got it on Blu-ray over there. Because they were selling on Amazon, they had a while ago, they were selling them like really cheap, the Blu-rays of the MCU films, the last few MCU films. And so I've got them all, so, you know, for the collection. So they're over there. Anyway, where were we? Warner Brothers Discovery officially confirmed a Harry Potter reboot in April 2023, and things started moving quickly this year after Francesca Gardner won the showrunner title after a lengthy 4-month process. No cast announcements have been made, but several actors have reportedly been in talks to star the upcoming series. Per Deadline, Warner Brothers is interested in different actors for the older characters, including Mark Rylance, Mark Strong, Sharon Horgan, and more. And there's the young ones. All right, where's the rest of it? Oh, they continue reading. The upcoming HBO series adaptation has announced an exciting filming update. The first casting report suggested Oscar winner actor Mark Rylance, that rings a bell, does that, was at the top of Warner Brothers' list to play Dumbledore. It brings up, I've seen him in something, but I can't think what. Shortly after he was announced, Black Mirror's Papa Essiedu's name came up, probably mispronouncing that wrong, came up as a front-runner for the role of Professor Severus Snape, which is ridiculous. It can't... Ridiculous, even. They can't, because, you know, this is the big controversy, isn't it? Because, obviously, Papa Essiedu's a black actor, and Professor Snape is very white in the book. It's even described as that. So why are they changing him? Just because for... Anyway, whatever. I mean, there must be, if he's playing at one of the other professors, you know, why there must be. I've not read the books. You see, I think I've got the first 4. I've got the first 4 books. Never got round to reading them. But I'm sure, you know, there's another professor that's not described in great detail that he could be playing. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, but Severus Snape has been described, and he's not black. But anyway, now even more names have been brought up. Maybe thrown up, I don't know. Vomited up. Gardner also revealed that 32,000 children sent audition tapes for the lead roles of Harry, Hermione and Ron. And that 32,000, bloody hell. and that 31,000 of them probably just went straight in the bin. And that they and the casting director and the audition tapes... Really? Tapes? I doubt it. And that they and the casting director had been going through thousands of audition tapes a day. CDs or USB sticks or whatever they use these days, you know, or emails with videos attached. There won't be tapes, will there? Maybe 1 or 2 got sent tapes. But anyway, considering how praised the original cast was, as it featured critically acclaimed British and Irish actors for the older roles, fans expect nothing less from the reboot. And I've said they want British actors, haven't they? They have said that. Or UK actors. I suppose they'd also have Irish in there as well. One of the most famous names brought up was Mark Strong as a prospect for Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts. In the original films, the late actors Richard Harris and Michael Gambon played the roles. Just don't recast Lockhart. Got to have oh bloody hell, brain fart again. To see him, the director of Thor and Frankenstein and Henry V. Him. Anyway, where were we? Emmy-nominated, said that 5 times fast, Emmy-nominated actress and comedian Sharon Horgan is reportedly being eyed to play beloved Deputy Headmistress Minerva McGonagall, who was played by the late Dame Maggie Smith. Has Maggie Smith died? Oh, didn't know that. His name popped in my head then, him that played Gilderoy Lockhart, and went... Rumours also claimed Oscar-winning actress Rachel Weisz, is on the wish list for that role. Oh yes, I can see Rachel Weisz playing. I don't know, she might be a bit too sexy for McGonagall, to be honest. Anyway, the original villain of the Harry Potter franchise gave his blessing for the future he who must not be named. Oh, sorry. Harry Potter's Ray Fiennes thinks Cillian Murphy would make a great Voldemort, and there's a link there. Ted Lasso, is it? I've heard it pronounced Lasso. But, you know, is it Lasso? Anyway. She died in September. I don't remember reading about that. No, I haven't missed that one, I think. I'll probably look back on my videos now, and I've probably done a video about it, knowing me. But anyway. Ted Lasso, I'll say, star Brett Goldstein's name also came up for another polarising character, Hogwarts gamekeeper Rubeus Hagrid. The role had been originally played by the late Robbie Coltrane. I'm sure they'll get some decent people, but don't mess with the source material. Keep them how they look in the books. But anyway. So far, HBO hasn't confirmed any casting rumour, responding in a statement, "We appreciate that such a high-profile series will draw a lot of rumour and speculation." I'm sure they spelled rumour with a U there, between the O and the R, because it's British, isn't it? Well, Harry Potter is, but this is from HBO, isn't it? So, whatever. Draw a lot of rumour and speculation as we make our way through pre-production. We will only confirm details as we finalise deals. The upcoming series was confirmed to be a faithful adaptation of the book series J.K. Rowling wrote. Yes, it's Rowling, as in rhymes with bowling. And showrunner Francesca Gardner and director Mark Mylod, that name rings a bell as well, confirmed the ages for the characters will be canon to the source material. The original 8 films aged the characters significantly, as Harry Potter's parents were only 21 at the time they died, which made Professor Snape and Lupin, as well as Sirius, somewhere in their mid-30s, but the films showed them significantly older. I don't know, they were kind of, I don't know. They looked to be, I suppose they looked to be about 30, didn't they, ish? But I don't know, that Harry's parents, you didn't really get a good look at them. You saw them in like spiritual form and stuff like that. So they could have been 21 for all we know. But anyway. But Snape and Lupin and Sirius, they did look old. I don't know. I suppose Lupin could have passed maybe for his 30s. But Snape couldn't, could he? And Sirius Black, Gary Oldman, he couldn't pass for his 30s, could he? But anyway. It's all this magic, it drains your life force. That's why they looked older. Anyway, the series will have this working in its favour by casting age-appropriate actors. One thing HBO confirmed is that they tapped Poor Things costume designer Holly Waddington for the series. The costume designer received an Academy Award for the role. And Poor Things, I presume. I don't know, I've never heard of it. And has over 17 years of experience in different big-budget historical productions. At the same time, it was also confirmed Harry Potter is going back to Leavesden, where the original films were produced. Cool. VFX company Framestore was also in talks about doing the visual effects. I'm sure lots of visual effects companies will be doing the visual effects. The same company that worked on several Harry Potter films. The Harry Potter TV reboot is expected to premiere in 2026 on HBO and later be available to stream on Max. Source deadline. Your changes have been saved. Email is sent. Email has already been sent. What's that talking about? Have they just copied that? Has somebody emailed them this article? They must have done. Somebody's emailed MSN this article, and they've just copy and pasted the whole lot. Oh dear. So I'm really looking forward to this Harry Potter TV series. I hope it's going to be good. I hope they don't mess it up. They'll get a lot more information about it. Well, let's say it's going to be more. They say it's going to be more faithful to the books, and obviously there's a lot in the books which I've not read that were in the films. I mean, I love the Harry Potter films. I can watch them over and over again, and I will be watching them because I always watch them at Christmas, because the first 2 or 3 or 4 of them do have a Christmassy feel to them at times, don't they? But I'm sure I'll be watching them over the holiday season. The holiday season. Anyway, so yes, looking forward to that. But I hope that about Papa Essiedu's as Professor Snape. I hope that's not right. Somebody else, who is a black man, fair enough, but not Professor Snape. They can also, Wingray says, introduce characters earlier, like we can see Cedric before he randomly shows up out of nowhere in book 4. I don't, as I said, I've not read the books, but was Cedric the one that what's his face? Robert Pattinson. That was Cedric one. Was it Cedric Diggory? That was him, wasn't it? Robert. He just appeared, didn't he, out of nowhere, and then spoilers, got killed. Anyway. We will see, won't we? We will see. But J.K. Rowling's got, she's deeply involved, so she'll keep them on the straight and narrow. But we will see. Or maybe she won't. I don't know. Maybe she'll just have these ideas and think, it's my creation. Even though she kind of ripped off the Worst Witch and other things, but never mind. Sorry, homaged. She might say, fine, change them all. We can have Professor Snape as a black man. We can have Hermione as Asian, as in, what British people call Asian is like from the Indian subcontinent, that sort of Asian. And Harry can be an Australian Aborigine or something like that. You never know. But I'm sure it'll be fun to watch. But him that played Gilderoy Lockhart, is the name of the actor's bloody evading me. Super famous. Did the narration on Walking with Dinosaurs. I can see him in my head. Whatever, doesn't matter. Right, we're all done and dusted. That were it. Kenneth Branagh, yes, that's the fella. See, just give me a little clue, did Wingray. Kenneth Branagh. That's all I needed. You could have probably just put K in it, it popped in my head. Right, we'll leave it there. We're all done. So thanks, Wingray, for reminding me of Kenneth Branagh's name and all the other stuff. Right, so what's coming up next? What day is it? Sunday. So tomorrow, where have I put it? Tomorrow, for Magnificent Mondays tomorrow, we're looking at Dune, the 1984 David Lynch version, which should be fun. So I've got that to watch. And on Wednesday, on season 2 of Next Generation, where I'm talking about each episode. So I've got to catch up on that. Oh, God. And what else? Oh, next Friday. Next Friday is A Point with Fear, because it's Friday the 13th next Friday. So we're doing Friday the 13th. Oh, excuse me. Friday the 13th, part 2, because we did part 1 a while ago. Right, so that's what's coming up. I'm also supposed to be doing a video. I've written out the list. It's a list video of my favourite Christmas films. I'm going to get round to that. So that's coming up. Right, so we'll leave it there. So, as I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Where am I over there? Like and subscribe and share the videos, drop a comment and all that stuff. Check the links in the description for, merch, etc. and all that stuff. Your top videos by year 2. Oh, I've got another one of them to do. I've got that list done as well. So I think we're up to, is it 86 next? I think it's 86 next, isn't it? Or is it 85? No, I think we've done 85, haven't we? Have we? God, I keep forgetting about them. Yes, I've one of them to do as well. That might be in the new year, because it's getting a bit busy, isn't it, lately? Anyway, so we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching, wherever you are. Look after each other, and until next time, I'll say Where have I put it? Oh, there we go. There it is. I'm going now. Bye.